Joe Cavallo considers himself a responsible gun owner, but a trend he is seeing disturbs him.
I realized that there were numerous places I could not take my gun into. I was very uncomfortable leaving my gun, what I say is unsecured, in my vehicle, even though the vehicle is locked.
The number of guns being stolen from cars and trucks in Memphis got him thinking and looking for a box to secure his gun while it is stored in his vehicle.
This particular one happened to be a cable that wraps around the car seat slide, and I was able to secure my gun knowing that I feel safe while I'm not in the vehicle.
This is what Cavallo says can stop criminals. It looks like a toolbox, but what it does is protects a tool criminals want: your gun.
Your gun or valuables are placed inside the box, locked up, and then when they're unattended, the box cannot be removed from the vehicle.
The idea, a thief breaking into your car is going to move fast. Get in, get what they want, and get out. Fumbling with a locked box is going to slow them down.
You can't get this. You're not going to get that out.
Cavallo believes in the product so much, he has even started selling it.
I initially just went to a gun show with a half a dozen of them. I sold out in 3 hours.
He says it's because people realize the alternative.
If somebody were to break into my truck and steal my gun, now I'm responsible for a bad guy having a gun out there on the streets.
If it could prevent the guns from being stolen and being placed into the wrong hands, then definitely something worth pursuing.
So Cavallo is on a mission to get state lawmakers to make the box a requirement for guns that are kept in vehicles.
Right now, the law requires basically the car door to be locked and put it in a glove compartment or your console or a trunk. It has nothing to do with additional locking or that second point locking mechanism.
Cavallo hopes requiring some type of box gets traction during the next legislative session. District Attorney Amy Wyrick has been pushing for stronger gun safety laws, especially in light of recent crime numbers that have steadily increased, from 473 guns stolen from cars in Memphis in 2014 to 851 last year.
Common sense would tell you if our numbers of stolen guns from cars has almost doubled in the last 2 years, plus we've seen an increase in violent crime over the last 2 years, there's got to be a correlation.
She says having guns in a locked box can be a deterrent for criminals.
Anything and everything that we can do to stop that process, to keep that gun from somebody's hand, and to keep the next citizen of Shelby County from being a victim of a violent crime.
At a cost of around $50, Joe Cavallo says it's a small investment to help fight a big problem: gun crimes that affect all of us.
And we got to stop that, and I think that this won't stop it completely, but it'll sure slow it down.
April Thompson, WREG News Channel 3.